Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your
Make the blue chip investment of the century look like a round trip ticket on the Titanic.
Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by Squarespace, my go-to when I want to quickly and easily build a website, buy a domain, and launch it all in a matter of minutes.
Mount Alliance.
I've used Squarespace since before Fronos Photo ever existed, and I still use it for my personal website at jaredpolin.com. Not only is it simple, easy, and affordable to use, but if you're looking to sell your work online, Squarespace has online stores, offers Squarespace payments so you can accept Apple Pay, Afterpay, and more, and even lets you invoice customers. The truth of the matter is they make it easy to do everything from build a site, sell your work, and get paid. It's great to see that Squarespace continues to evolve time and time again by giving us more and more. To get your 14-day free trial, head on over to squarespace.com/FroKnowsPhoto. If you decide that it's for you, use the code FroKnowsPhoto at checkout to get 10% off your first order. First up, is Canon gonna follow the trend of making a retro-styled modern mirrorless camera?
I don't know.
According to Canon rumors, the answer is yes. And they are confident that we will see this camera in Q4 or early Q1 of 2026 to coincide with the 50th anniversary of the Canon AE1. Now, how the hell are we already talking about 2026? Can we please hit the slow motion button and stop the time from ticking away so damn fast?
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping.
Canon rumors thinks the camera will be called the EOS RE1, which I guess kind of makes sense, but what might it look like and what would the specs be? My guess is it would take its design cues from the original AE1, feel terrible in the hands because the grip is too small, have physical dials that can be set to auto, and more than likely be a rehoused R6 Mark II or R8 in the way of specs. Now, I wouldn't expect it to reinvent the wheel, but I do expect it to be around $2,000. Now, here's the thing. I hate these retro camera reboots.
Think means old but cool.
I hate them because they try to shove every modern feature that already exists in other cameras, like the R8 and the R6 Mark II, into a shitty feeling body that attempts to look cool.
Can you earmuff it for me?
Now, if you really want to go retro, go retro.
All right, you know what? Give me angry, will you?
Make me have to wind the goddamn shutter after every photo.
Give me angry if you had a bad day. You're cranky.
Make me have to work the dials to get my exposure right.
Who angrier?
Get rid of the LCD in favor of a basic EVF since we can't have an optical viewfinder. Don't let it shoot video. Don't let it shoot 40 frames per second. Don't let it simply be a modern camera in a retro-styled body. Don't cater to the 20-somethings who want a fashion statement and an LCD to hold out in front of their faces and say, look at me, I'm a tool bag. I'm a lifestyle creator.
Ooh, you're scaring me.
If you want to go retro, go as retro as you can without making it an actual film camera. Rant over. You can take your earmuffs off now. Hey, before the next story, guess what?
Oh shit, what?
I'm not angry. I just get passionate about stuff. Anyway, next up, Nikon Rumors, which has been really quiet on the Western front for the last little while, has posted that they expect Nikon to release the Z5 II around May.
It's gonna be May.
Now, they didn't say very much in way of specs, but they did say that it would follow very closely to the Nikon ZF. The Z5 was released 5 years ago and was a fun little camera that packed a nice little punch. It pretty much was a Z6 II without fully being a Z6 II. It was small, compact, produced great image quality, as most Nikons tend to do, all for a reasonable $1,400 price tag. Now, it's under $1,000. Now, where it lacked was...
Say it!
autofocus. The AF just wasn't very good. But 5 years later, what can we expect from an updated Z5 II? I expect it to borrow quite a lot from the Z6 III, which means it should get much better Autofocus. Will it have the same partially stacked sensor as the Z6 III? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say no, but it probably will stick with a 24 megapixel sensor. Beyond hoping that the autofocus is better, I'm curious to see if Nikon can keep the price below $1,500 in this day and age. If it can improve on the original Z5, I think Nikon will have itself a solid lower-end full-frame entry-level camera. What do you think? Let me know down below. And finally, it looks like Canon has yet another video-centric vlogging camera waiting in the wings to be announced.
All I need is a pint today.
At least according to Canon rumors, who shared what looks to be a white compact mirrorless camera with an EOS RV marking on the side. I guess DEI went out the window.
What? Too soon?
A few weeks ago, Canon announced the EOS V1, a point-and-shoot style vlogging camera, and this RV looks to be a step up from that with the addition of the RF mount. That means interchangeable lenses for those of you out there who weren't aware of what that meant. All we have to go on at this point is this leaked image, but let's make some guesses as to what we can expect from this camera. My hope is that it has an APS-C size sensor and not something smaller, because smaller isn't better unless whatever, I don't know. If we look at the hot shoe area, it looks like behind it that there is the shape of an EVF. To me, an EVF is still important when you are using a video-centric camera, especially outside when it's nice and bright and you can put your eye up to the EVF and see everything you need to see. Now, on the right side of the front of the camera, there looks to be a mic port. On the side, there's other ports like USB-C and HDMI, along with their flip-out vari-angle screen, which you can sort of tell is there because of what is there in the right on the middle on the side of that camera. Now, since the V1 has a Digitech processor and dual pixel AF, there's no way this camera doesn't have the same exact thing, if not slightly better.
I've worked with better.
Now, I know that I'm personally looking for a vlogging style camera to take around, so I can be like, look at me, I'm special. Except for the fact that I actually shoot stuff. I'm an actual influencer. You're not, Mr., Mrs., whatever, put on your makeup people. You're not influencing shit.
That was harsh.
Anyway, getting back on track here, it's not like there hasn't been a vlogging camera on the market from Sony that I could have used for a while. So it's not the camera options that are holding me back. It's the fact that I like to do my shoots and I don't want to stop and turn and look at a camera. Even though Dan does a really good job of taking all the footage that I create and making good vlogs out of it, I don't know, maybe with this Canon, I'll start to make some vlogs out of it. Anyway, what do you think the specs of this camera will be? Let me know down below. And there you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polin, PhonosPhoto.com. See ya.